Hello, welcome back. All right, so we are at digital time. Do you guys remember the name of this kind of clock? Analog. Analog. Very good. So the other type of clock that you probably have in your house would be a digital clock. So I'm going to try to show you. Might be a little hard here. Yeah, it's going to be a little hard. The digital clock has numbers. It does not have the clock hands. If you can see, this is a 1, and then over here we have a 12. So right now the time is 1:12. Actually, that's a 5. I'm sorry, looking at it backwards. So it's a 1 and a 15. So it is 1:15 in the afternoon. Okay, this number, the first set of numbers, tells you the hour. Then there's two little dots, which might be hard for you to see because they're blinking. You see those two little dots? That separates the hour from the minutes. Okay, so this tells us the hour, and then this number on the other side tells us the minutes. Okay, now we haven't really talked about the minutes. We just learned how to tell time to the hour. That's okay. A digital clock is much easier to tell the time because you guys have learned your numbers to 100. And on the analog clock, it's a little trickier because you can't just read this number and say what time it is because the numbers actually mean different things around the clock. And we're not going to get into that now. You'll learn that when you get into first and second grade. But on the digital clock, it's just the numbers, so it's easier for us to read. So since I've been talking to you, the number changed and it's now 1:16 instead of 1:15. All right, so I'm going to put Batman down and look at some digital times with you. So let's see. These are all going to be to the hour. All right, so when you're doing time to the hour for digital time, like I said, the hour is always on this side of the two dots, which would be the left side. On the right side, it tells you the minutes. Now, since we're doing time to the hour, it's always going to be 00, because we're telling the exact time to the hour. So there's no minutes. There's no like we've said 1:15, 1:16, 1:17. That's telling you the hour and the minutes. We're not worrying about that right now. We're just worrying about telling time to the hour. So that's why it is 00 for the minutes. All right, so we would say this is 9 o'clock. Then I have 4 for the hour, so we would say 4 o'clock. 1 o'clock would look like that. 12 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 2 o'clock. 7 o'clock. You can say these with me. 8 o'clock. 6 o'clock. 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Good job. Now you can make your own sort of digital clock at home. If you have a pack of sticky notes, what you can do is cut one of the sticky notes. You don't need a whole one. You can use a whole one. It's up to you. With the two dots or the two little circles. and then make 2 zeros to use for the minutes. And then you can take the other half of some sticky notes and write the numbers for the hours. So you would need 1 to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? And then you can leave them kind of stuck together at the top, and it's like you have a little flip chart to look at. So you can use it to practice saying the times. Okay? Mom or dad could show you a digital time, and you could set your analog clock, or they can show you a clock time on your analog clock, and then you can show them the matching digital time. Now, I did not put my numbers in order for the clock. I just have random numbers. It would probably be better to put them in order. So you would want to start with 12, because that's the number at the top of the clock. And then what comes next if we're going around the clock on your analog clock? The 1 would come next. Very good. And what's after the 1? 2. Good. Okay, so I'm taking my numbers and just sticking them together at the top because they're already sticky. So I'm just making a little stack of them in the order that the numbers are going around the clock. So far I have 1, 2, 3. There's my 4s hiding. There's 4, 5, and I'm sorry, I should have done this one before. 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 10 and 11. Okay. All right, now I got them in order. All right, so then you can stick them on a piece of paper, or if you have a little board or an easel at home that you use. So now I have 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. You say the time. I'm not going to say it. You say the time. Good. Whoops. He was hiding. And the last one. Good job. All right, so I'm going to show you a digital time, and I want you to fix the hands on your clock to show me the analog time. All right, so the time is 3 o'clock. So show me what that would look like on your analog clock. There you go. Right, now I'll show you another time. There's 9 o'clock. And then show me that on your analog clock. Nine o'clock, good. And let's do, what time does that say? 4 o'clock, yep. So show me the hands on your analog clock. Be like that. All right, good job. So, try to make a digital clock that you can practice with. If you don't have sticky notes, you can just use regular pieces of paper. Cut them small. Mom or dad could put a staple in the top of them so you're able to flip them. Have them give you a time to try to find, see if you're right. See if you can match, whoops, your digital time to your analog time. All right, keep practicing. Next video, we'll practice a little bit more of this and try to do a game or give you some ideas to do a game to practice at home. And I think that's all for today. All right, so practice those times, digital and analog. Super, super. I'll see you next time.